You are at Rants Incorporated, where I rant about whatever my $10 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's from Monko Destroyer, who says, rant about not enough father-daughter incest in anime. I'm inclined to agree. I can't think of much of it, and what I can is largely frowned upon. There are certain manga where it's adoptive fathers, granted, who raise young girls up to a certain point and then end up marrying them. I mean, most recently, that one where the guy just finds the lolly in the forest and becomes her dad, and then one day marries the girl. And, I can't think of any anime where they've actually portrayed actual father-daughter incest. Maybe some hints at it. Plenty of porn. You know, particularly stepdads, but I can think of plenty of porn where I've seen father-daughter incest. So maybe it's just too much for mainstream television, mainstream anime. Maybe Japan has, maybe they don't even allow it. I have no idea. It's really funny because incest is so common in anime. Like cousin incest, extremely common. Cousin posing as little sister. Actually, I mean, usually, actual little sister is not that common. Like, most of the time in anime, they try to make it some kind of distance so that it is less taboo, so that, assumably, it is less censored, more able to play on different stations at better times of day. I don't know. Or just even afraid of being edgy. Maybe even afraid of, making a fantasy that's... It's funny because I think that when you make it the stepsister or you make it the stepdaughter or whatever, then it basically is an attempt to get the emotional, the same emotions as that relationship would have, but while ultimately just being a boyfriend and girlfriend who with an age difference, or where you met when one of them was younger than they should be, to have been eventually dating you. But in those cases, it's just a trying to have your cake and eat it too, but there is no cake. There is no actual incest. There is no cake. And so you gotta go find the real shit, because that's, it's not about a fantasy that you wish actually happened to you, It's not about having a reasonable fantasy of oh, if only I had found some cute Dotaru in the woods and she grew up and one day married me. It's why would you have such a mundane fantasy, such a weird reach around of how can I get away with fucking my daughter without it being illegal in my fucking cartoon? I mean, I don't get it, but the world's a weird place. I understand that we don't want to encourage too much depravity because, there's a lot of crazy people out there. And you don't want to give them any ideas. But, more father-daughter incest. I'm for it. Why not? I'm for everything.